Drinking buddies, I have the same mash bill in 3 different ryes up here at 3 different ages. What is the best age for a rye? Let's find out.
I'm your drinking buddy.
All right, drinking buddies. So what I have here is a 4-year 95% rye, 5% malted barley MGP rye, a 6-year 95.5 MGP rye, and a 10-year 95.5 MGP rye. They're all at barrel proof. This is 110, this is 114.8, and this is 116.12. Okay, I think technically this isn't barrel proof, but it's at high proof. So it's proofed down a little bit, I think, to get it to that 110. But they're all at around the same proof point. 4 years, 6 years, 10 years. Lately, I've been feeling like maybe I like younger ryes. Now, this experiment isn't going to necessarily decide whether or not old ryes are better than young ryes. This is a little bit subjective. These are all the same mash bill, but these could be cherry-picked bottles. This could be a dud, or vice versa. This could be a cherry-picked bottle, barrel, that went into these bottles for a 10-year barrel proof rye, and these could be duds. I don't think any of these are duds, but I'm just saying that this doesn't necessarily prove anything. I just kind of want to see if maybe I do lean younger ryes, meaning less time in the barrel. So, all from Indiana, all from MGP, all 95.5. Certainly smells like rye. So we got baking spices, mint, honey. There's something a little bit. This one has some age on it. So something a little bit like old books or like leather. Yeah, more like leather. On the initial palate, I'm actually very surprised that is over 100 proof. The palate didn't taste very hot, but I did get heat on the finish. This one's really highlighted by tons of mint, tons of honey on here. Some baking spice coming through on the finish. Yeah, very herbal. Almost a little hint of a dill thing going on here too, on top of the mint. Very herbal. Very good. Whatever's in this glass, I really like. Okay, so this one's got some young grains going on. And I'm kind of noticing right now, I'm unintentionally noticing that it's a lighter color than both of these. So unfortunately, a little bit of a spoiler alert. I think this might be the X-ray because it's the youngest. Yeah, honey going on here, and young grains. So like cereal and like an oatmeal thing. Oh, okay. So that's a completely different minty thing going on. And that one does something really cool to my tongue. I feel like it's got a really cool viscosity to it. It's really really syrupy and just kind of like soaks into your tongue and dries it out. Almost like you'd get off of an older whiskey. But I think this is the young one. Honey, cinnamon, lots of cinnamon on here. Tasty. On the finish, I get a little bit of a young grain thing. I would almost call it like a young corn thing. There's no corn in any of these, but yeah, still very good. Not as good as glass one, but very good. Okay, now this one smells more like wet basement-y, like old bookstore type vibes. Yeah, this is giving me like older, richer flavors. Some chocolate. Nothing herbal on the nose on this one. Once again, I'm getting honey. I wonder if that's just because they're all from the same family, same mash bill, but honey on this one as well. And some brown sugar. That one's got a much fainter hint of mint than the first two. This one's more like black pepper and butterscotch. That one, that one tastes the hottest. There is some more rich flavors on here. Something that I might call dark chocolate. Dark chocolate and you know what? I think maybe it might be. The older ryes to me get more of those like dark chocolate, leather, black pepper, baking spice notes. And the younger ryes to me have more of like a herbal, honey, citrusy thing going on. So maybe that's why I prefer them. Maybe just to my palate, I like the younger ryes. I don't know, because I think I know this is the 4 because the color. I'm pretty sure this is the 6, and I'm pretty sure this is the 10. I'm gonna go through them really quickly one more time. Just this glass now that I've gone through them twice. This one I'm getting like a ton of great black tea flavors on it, and then like a huge leather note that I really only usually get off of older bourbons. So maybe I'm wrong about a lot of the things I've said today. Hey, I'm human. I'm capable of making mistakes. Plus, I just opened both of these bottles today, so I think this might actually be the older one. I've kind of switched up my favorites, though. I'm really loving the black tea note on that. I love just like the straight up minty, like honey thing going on here, and then on this one. This one's really bringing black pepper and butterscotch to the party in a really nice way. I'm actually leaning towards 3 being my favorite. They're all really good. I'm actually splitting hairs here. I think MGP's 95.5 rye is one to not sleep on. To be perfectly honest, my palate is way more attuned to bourbon. When I drink bourbon, I can handle the subtleties a lot better than I can on these. These to me are all 3 tasting like great whiskeys, and one of them is not jumping out as being dramatically better. But I guess this one's my favorite. Just due to those extra interesting notes, the black pepper, the chocolate, the butterscotch. It's a fun ride. It's a fun ride. I like the syrupy quality of this. So this has got the best mouthfeel. And this one has the best nose. Much better nose than the other 2. So best nose, best mouthfeel, best palate, and I think best finish here as well. Before I reveal them, I'll go ahead and give my guesses. This is the Redemption, this is the Bone Snapper, and this is the Senator. So 3 is Redemption. Redemption 10 years. Number 1 is the X-Ray 110 proof Bone Snapper rye. And then my favorite was the Senator. So this is going to be 114.8 proof, aged at least 6 years. MGP rye. I've seen their bourbon from the same company, and I have not bought it. But the rye I've heard is a little bit more limited. So I jumped on this one the second I saw it. Got it from Nana's Kitchen. Actually, I got both of these bottles from Nana's Kitchen. So if you're in Tucson, Arizona, and you're looking for rare bourbon, Nana's Kitchen is the place to go. If you live in Arizona, you're planning a trip down here, don't skip on Nana's Kitchen. Yeah, I feel like it just, to me, I'm going for that being my favorite because of the complexity, because now I'm even picking up a peach thing on the finish. Way more complexity on this bottle than the other 2. I didn't prove my theory that I like younger bourbons. I didn't prove my theory that I like younger ryes here, that's for sure, but I definitely proved my theory that I like whiskey. So, drinking buddies, if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe please, and hit that alarm bell. It lets you know whenever I release a new video, and I got a lot of really fun stuff coming up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.